Now that hurricane season has officially started, the time is now to make sure that you know what to do and where to go when a mandatory evacuation is issued for your area.
WSCV's Sarah Smith is talking with Savannah's Emergency Management Director about what residents need to know.
It is for your benefit to evacuate. We don't take that lightly.
Several factors determine if the Chatham County Emergency Management Agency and its partners will issue an evacuation, sometimes a mandatory one.
Whether the storm is coming directly towards us, if it's going to be paralleling the coast, the size of the storm and things like that.
Savannah Emergency Management Director David Donnelly works closely with SEMA here in the city's Emergency Operations Center. This is where they coordinate information and resources ahead of a storm. He tells me it's important for residents in the area to know which zone they live in. In Chatham County, for example, there's Zone A, B, and C.
They need to have a plan ahead of time. So not only what zone you live in, whether or not you live in a flood zone and have appropriate flood insurance for that, but where are you going to go once the evacuation is announced?
The most used route is I-16, but Donnelly says it can get backed up quickly, even if a contraflow is in effect, when all lanes of the interstate are flowing from the coast. Make sure you have alternate routes in mind. Something to note if you need assistance getting out of the evacuation zone is the in-market arena is the new evacuation assembly area here in Chatham County. So if you need reliable public transportation, this is where you need to go.
When it's announced that it's opening, that's when you should be there. If you're an individual or have family members that have functional access and medical needs, there's a public health registry that they can register for, and those individuals be moved out even earlier than the general public.
Donnelly advises that you sign up for city and SEMA alerts. You can never have too much information in an emergency. And remember, it's best to leave and nothing happen than to stay and regret it.
I've heard of stories from people from Matthew who stayed and they said they'll never stay again. And I've heard also stories that they've been told to evacuate and it was no big deal. The question is, how much do you value your safety? Property can be replaced, homes can be rebuilt, but your life can't be replaced.
Sarah Smith, WSAV News 3, on your side.